Hey, how you doing, you guys? This is Spiritual Diamonds channel. I hope you guys are doing well. I am your host. So, I'm going to give you a Leo reading. Sorry if my voice sounds a little bit hoarse. I've got a little bit of like a dry cough kind of thing going on there. It's not too heavy, but it's kind of made my voice a little bit hoarse. So, I hope you guys are doing well. And yeah, let's get into Leo's reading. Do check out every star sign you have in your birth chart. That will help you to identify things that are going on in your overall life in all different areas of your life, each week, each day, each month. Just specific events that could be taking place. Situations that you might need to know in depth, or in a specific area of your life, whether it be love, finances, whatever is ruling, you know um over your life, certain planets that are ruling over your life through certain star signs in your life. Do check out those star signs so you can get the readings that resonate with you, even if your sun sign is a Leo and your Mercury is maybe a I don't know, a Libra, a Virgo, or whatever the star sign is. Your rising sign is something else, your moon sign is something else. You can check out those readings that resonate with you um through those different star signs, and go on to the videos that I put out that match your star signs, or your signs that match those elements in your chart. Okay, so let's get into this. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Press the notification bell. That way you can be updated when I've uploaded new readings to the platform. Okay, just want to say thank you to you all. So let's get into this. What's going on with Leos? Okay, I can see you guys want to be left alone a little bit. you know, um, Kind of in decision mode, or mental stress could be there. Mild mental stress, mind you. You're worried about money, or maybe even taking care of your heritage, or maybe even your household or your family, or even nursing or caring, or wondering if you need to care for yourself or your mind or your man or your children, or if communication levels are failing. Wondering if you have time and enemies around you, time overall, and whether or not you have enemies around. You could have a lot going on right now in the mind. Or this could be, you as individual Leos having these different things going on um, in your specific area of life individually, through your perspective, what you're going through. Okay, it does say that you continue to break up the curses or the spell work, or maybe even things that you've bound yourself to. You may not know how to communicate things on all levels, but you understand people are doing voodoo or witchcraft. You don't know how to support being bad or evil in your mind, but you know that people are doing laughter in your head, or making fun of you, or making fun of your attributes, or maybe giving you karma, or understanding that you do voodoo, or actually not wanting to speak of what it is that you could tame or control. You may not even do negative energy or spell work of voodoo for some of you guys, but you may know someone that does. You may want to know that you can support your mind with many things, or even solve problems. You may see things from a point of view that you're mad, or even anxious, or even stubborn, or maybe even seeing that you can't be seeing things so easy to make you feel maybe satisfied, or you know um from a pleasant perspective. It does say you have things that you wouldn't want to warn yourself of, but you could give yourself a lot of time and energy to make more effort, maybe even give offers, but you know that you don't really want to, even though you might try to. Sometimes you may see yourself as not really wanting to. Maybe there's a little bit of a mean feeling inside you right now. It does say that you struggle at this time to brilliantly give yourself time and energy to practice mind games with others, or give yourself to God, or maybe even practice voodoo for some of you guys that are practicing voodoo. And it does say that you don't really want to. At times you do, but you just don't. And then some of you are breaking curses, breaking chains. breaking spell work, breaking root work, or maybe even trying to study how someone has believed that they could support you with your brilliance in working against them, or maybe even support you without knowing that it's working, or maybe see that it's just not going to work all the time, but it could, because you could be pushing or striving past the situation or towards it. And it does say you have nonsense in your mind. At times you may not see it, but you talk a lot of laughing mind games. Like someone could view you as that, or maybe you view someone as that. We do have water signs here. We've got a Cancerian energy, or a Pisces, or a Cancer, or a Scorpio. You could maybe view this person as that, or maybe they view you as that. We've also got an air sign person here. We've also got other fire signs. So we've got Aries, we've got Sagittarius. You know, we've we've got a lot of fire and air, and a little bit of water here going on. So and it does say in the past, you know, you could have broken up with something, or maybe shut down something here, or kind of put a break to something here and wanted to control that, but you don't know which way to go. And you do see that you're in your head a lot about things, or you're mad about life, or you're mad about things that seem to be unworthy of your mind, or even possibly playing a role to pretend that you want to see things from a perspective of theirs, and not really sure if you do. At times you may play along with something and may not see it in the way that others see it, but you could see it in the way that another person sees it, and you don't mind seeing it in this way, but you don't like seeing it in that way, as it does break you and make you feel stressed. And it does say that you don't need to feel this way, but you do. And at times you just don't know how to stop. You want to be a part of someone else's world where you could see that you could harm someone. At times you don't know how to support it, but you do know you would like to. And it does say that you don't always want to think that way, because what if it's really bad for you to think that way, or even stubbornly give yourself to the karma of someone else's, and then support bad news, and then see yourself doing something bad to harm someone in regards to work, or even love, maybe even money. It does say bad news overall, to think of blessings in a way that you have good karma with Pisces energy, which is options of all kind of things that you could tear people down with. It does say you will not want to use every one of them. You just know that some things are not to be taken for granted, or played with, or tampered with. So some of you guys, like, do not enter the realm of certain things, like, whereas some people could be doing witchcraft, voodoo, or some people could be taking drugs, some people could be doing fraud, some people could be going through all kind of lengths to tear people down. You know, you wouldn't want to step into specific realms that some other people might be stepping into, because they're against your morals and your values. Okay, so you could be leaving something out, or leaving certain things out. All right, or just not engaging with certain things. Okay, because you definitely wouldn't want to get involved with those kind of things. But there's certain other things that you are doing, or are noticing, that you could, but you just maybe feel a bit timed, or maybe feel like you have to support yourself with things that you just don't know, in a way that you study or see things from a different point of view. Someone told you something that you shouldn't have said, and you really didn't mind telling yourself this, but you saw someone speak about it in your mind, or tell you in your mind or in your face that you shouldn't have said something. Okay, so maybe someone's called you out for something, and then someone saying, I feel bad for you. If not, this is you that feel this way. It could be a water sign person, or just someone holding back their feelings. It does say you feel like effing off at times, or rushing towards the person that feels like they have karma with you, or you feel like they do. Like someone else has karma with you, or with them, like someone else around you, or with another person. Sorry about that. My alarm just went off. It does say that you wouldn't mind seeing the person again to tell them off, or realizing that they're bad news. You just know that you can't convince yourself that things could work out all the time. I need to turn my notifications off, because I feel like they're interrupting. It does say that you continue to believe you have blessings. I want to know where you are. Okay, so we got a water sign person here. Could be a Scorpio, all right, or a Pisces. That feels like you have blessings, and this person wants to know where you are in life, okay? It could be in regards to your commitments, it could be in regards to your love life, it could be in regards to school, it could be in regards to your marriage, it could be in regards to your friends, your enemies, or your personal hate for them. It does say this mind game is being played all over the world, and I don't know how to stop. I realize I'm getting involved now too. Miss Mind Game, Miss Mind Game, Miss Mind Game. I want to see you, okay? Now, this could be an air sign person as well that's saying, Miss Mind Game, Miss Mind Game. I want to see you. It could also be a Capricorn. We also have Pisces here as well, or another Earth sign. Um, yeah, we definitely got Earth. Or it could also be you as well as a Leo saying this to someone, or maybe another Leo saying this about you. Okay, it doesn't say when it's going to happen, but you warn yourself not to speak about cause for concern energy in your mind, or bad news for other people to listen to, or maybe even things you've told yourself you don't want to listen to. At times you don't want to talk about it, you may not want to speak about it, but you realize that I don't want you to. Okay, so I feel like someone's holding on to a partner. Okay, someone's trying to, like, maybe even control a partner as well, is what I'm picking up. Okay, um and is confidence that they're staying this way, or stabilizing the situation, or wanting them to be confident about what it is that they do not believe in, but you possibly believe in, or they believe in, but you don't believe in. Does that make sense? Because this person could be controlling you, or you could be controlling them. It doesn't say why you have to speak about things so much online. It does say sometimes you want to be quiet, and maybe you don't even look like you want to help someone, but you may look as if you are trying to help someone, or maybe even saying sorry to someone at times wouldn't mindfully go away, but you would want to say sorry to someone, and it doesn't say your time in the situation. So maybe you're sorry, but maybe someone just wants you to be sorry for something here. Okay. Um, it could be a water sign, like I said. If not, this is could be Aquarius. I'm seeing Gemini here as well. I'm also seeing Sagittarius. It could also be you, Leos, directing this towards someone else, or another fire sign. We've also got Earth energy there as well. It does say that you pee off people a lot, but you don't realize that. And it does say sometimes you shouldn't pee off people, but you do, and you don't always mean to. So sometimes you may do this, or sometimes a water sign female might do this. And it does say sometimes the Cancerian does this a lot to you, but she doesn't realize it. And she also realizes she's harmed a lot of people and picked on you so much that she doesn't know how to stop. She picks on you every day, every moon energy in the mindset of yours picks on you. You realize there's something going on with hidden spirits. So some of you guys feel like there's hidden spirits or hidden agendas, okay? And it does say that you realize you don't have to hear them. You don't have to see them. You just know that you feel them. And it does say, warning, if I see them or feel them, I don't know if I could talk to them, but you see them all the time. So maybe you're aware that someone sees these hidden spirits or feels them all the time. Feels like, feels these hidden energies of people, or hidden agendas even. Okay. And is aware of this. You could be aware of this, or they make you aware of this. Okay. It could be an aunt or an uncle or a friend or a family member. It does say this mind game keeps playing me, and I don't want to hear it, but I see this all the time. Even Gemini told me I don't have to see it. It does say Gemini because I don't want to know that it's a Gemini, but it could be anyone telling me this. So it could be just someone teaching you this, or someone telling you this, or informing you of this. It does say sometimes people tell me not to speak to you. In my head, I say, I don't want to hear that I'm speaking to you. And then I do want to hear it because I don't know who's playing with me, but I like hearing what I'm hearing. At times I hear it and I say to myself, I'm not going to communicate with it. But I see she doesn't like me. And I realize she does like me, but someone's telling me off. So someone could be putting things in your head. And it could be a water sign man. Okay. We've got Pisces energy here. We've also got Capricorn energy here. Okay. Be careful of, devil spirit as well. Because there's some toxic energies that are kind of, circling in the air right now, Leo, as well. And it could just be people around you, or someone as well physically. Maybe this could be at home, or someone behind the scenes, or even to your face sometimes at home or at work or around your community, or even people that you see on a daily basis, friends, family member, people picking on you or deciding to talk for you or to tell you things or not invite you in things. At times people always remember what it is that they want to know. They see you as a frenemy or afraid of coming in to support their mindset with things that they know they could harm you with. At times they could pick on you and make you feel like you could go down or make you feel like you've got bad news. But no one's saying hello to you this month in a way that you would want to say that you want to get involved with them anyway, because you said, I know that I want to see them, but I don't have to see them. So I don't really want to know that I'm coming to see them. And I don't want to get involved with them because I know that they could push me down the wrong road. So it's like they don't want to know that you're stressing about the situation in that way. You have your own perspective and your own ideas to see yourself in that way, but they also felt like you could fraudulently push yourself away or hide anyway, like you're lying, or you could come forward and let them know that you are seeing them because they'd rather see that and then say that they're not going to see it because they know that they're not going to time the situation for you to come, but they could planetary curse you or pick on you. And at the same time, they're not going to pick on you, but they realize they could. And they just don't want to this year. It does say you have blessings though, so don't pick on yourself. Many times over, you could have traumatized your mind with things, or maybe someone else has traumatized your mind with things, or seen things from a perspective of harm. And it does say they protect you, but they don't know always what's going on. But whether you like it or not, this person says, I've got your back and I don't want to harm you. I just know that people can pick on people and I'm not ready for that stress. It does say your abilities to deal with them are not easy. At times, Scorpio sees this and at times, Pisces sees this. But when you see laughing stock, negative Capricorn, they always want to pick on you and you realize that. So you don't want to play mind games with them, and you don't want to play mind games with the earth sign or air sign that keeps targeting you with the Aquarius or the Sagittarius. Okay. It does say sometimes you want to laugh it off and have a victory, or maybe even mind fuck someone or play mind games with them. And it does say sometimes you deal with it in a different way. Obviously, I want time alone. I don't want to say that I want time alone, but sometimes I do. And whether I like it or not, I'm going to see you one day. I just don't know how or when. It's like someone wants marriage or someone wants to take you to court as well. It does say blessings are there for someone to build revenge or to pick on someone till death do them part. It does say you realize you don't want to take me to court. I don't want to take you to court either. I don't want to hear that you do. And I don't want to hear that you're always going to pick on my mind to tell me that I've got to. I hear that people are picking on my mind. So that's why I think you want to do it to me. So that could be someone that feels like you want to do that to them. Like pick on them, to take them down the road of court. Okay? And maybe some of you guys could be scared of marriage because of going down the road of court. Think about it. Court is also there for people that want to get divorced. And maybe you don't want to get married to get divorced, Leos. Okay? And it does say some of you guys don't realize it, but you could be absolutely showing that, but not really sensing it in your mind, not really hearing yourself say it, but you do know that things can happen in that way. And you wouldn't want to stress yourself because you do want to time the situation to be perfect. You don't like people. At times you do, but sometimes you just don't. And you realize you don't want to make a decision that's going to cause you a concern in your heart or your mind or your spirit. You've called yourself enough, cautioned your mind about court cases or people that could harm you there. You don't want to hear that you have bad news. Legal systems are there to protect you though. And it does say many times over, you've got the legal system on your side or there to protect you. Hearings are there for you. Court case could be there for you. And due is now a court case that could be brewing with loyalty in the mindset of others, trying to pick on you with cards or even mind games with money, or even people that are picking on you right now with things that they want to see. It does say, mind you, I wouldn't want to tell you off, but I feel like people pick on people all the time with their money and maybe even their marriages. I know this because I have hair looms in me that I want to pick on. Someone reads and I don't want them to. I see that there is people picking on certain people that do readings as well. Okay. And I'm not just talking about tarot readings. I'm talking about people that know how to read a person. Like you can watch a person and see their soul. You can, see what they're about. And once they open up their mouth and start talking, oh, I see you for who you are, da 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 da, that's when they're ready to tear down the person. Okay, so some people could be quiet at this time. Okay, and it does say some of you are dealing with a mental case that just doesn't like people that read people all the time, tell them off or see them for who they are. And it does say many times over, if you do see someone like this, it does say you're being libertied or you're going to get called out, because I don't want to hear that you're always calling me out and you don't get called out. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like someone here feels like they always get called out for maybe their tricks, their lies, their deceit, their deception, and then they're sitting down antsy waiting to call the other person out. Okay, whether that's you or someone else around you, it could be an air sign person or just someone that's cold. It does say you know you want to move forward with blessings and your car is coming. It does say many times over, even if you're seeing yourself in a bad way, I wouldn't want to pick on you. I know that you have to pick on yourself. I can't hear myself think, but I know that I've been bringing you up in my mind. And I can hear the word casket. So I feel like some people are not realizing the detrimental revenge that they want to take on certain people. And it could really harm someone if they're not careful about what is, you know, penetrating in their minds, okay, without looking at the repercussions of what could really happen. Like, it could be even causing a lot of mental stress, or even what's it called, mental health, for some people. It does say that some people are doing a lot more damage in the mind than good in this time of year and in this time of age. It does say the age is bringing us justice with bad news in the mind, and we wouldn't want to get there in the fast lane. We know that it's happening, but it does say bad news for whoever spooked us out with this or even saw this. It does say no one saw it but you. Why do you always see things? And it does say Libra's energy is always going to pick on you with what you see. And at times you may not see it, but Libra will see it, or Scorpio will see it, or Aquarius will see it, or Sagittarius will see it, or another. Believe me, it's Scorpio that will see it more than anyone. And it does say anyone that sees it is going to give us bad news. And it doesn't necessarily say that, spotting it is a bad thing. It could be, but at the same time, how do we change it? Because sometimes you can't pick on the Scorpio for saying that they see it. God made them the way they made them. Okay? God whispers in Scorpio's ear and lets them know what's going on. You can't demonize Scorpio for being Scorpio when Scorpio is only getting their esoteric information directly from the source, God. Okay? So it's like if they see it, they can't help it. Sometimes they may be going through more trauma than you, just knowing it first or knowing it in depth more than others. Okay? It does say it might spook you or scare you, but at times you have to realize it's not always easy for Scorpios or anyone to go through. And sometimes people do get scared, but challenges are there to change things. When is that going to happen? Scorpio knows this. Anytime now they want to see if anyone helps them to scare off the bad instead of bringing in more of it by challenging not to speak of it and still pushing for it to come out. It does say many times over people keep picking on Scorpio's energy and doesn't want to hear that they have good news in their mind to challenge things in a different way, because caution, bad news is coming in to bring down heirlooms. And do you know what that is? That's for caskets to start coming. That's for ashes to start coming. That's for death do us part. That is for people starting to drop down, and it's not cool. Okay? Because the mind is very important when it comes to life as well. Emotions are there, the physical is there, but the mind, think about people that go through dementia and, certain mental health where their mind is like shutting down the light. They feel like they can't cope in their mind to the point where, it's cutting off any air, from circulating in their mind. It does say that they have to see things from a blessed point of view and stop thinking about the worst. But it also says you've got to help them to stop thinking about the worst. It does say you believe you have customs to your mind about things you want to pretend are there or not pretend are there. I've seen this. But it does say you would realize that, Leo. And it does say you say these things. So not everyone sees that. And it does say when you war with them, you war with them. But at times you shouldn't. And you shouldn't stay away from their mind. At times you should stay away, and sometimes you should stay away in a way that you can war with your mind to work out why they're looking at you in that way. Okay. Um, it does say when you realize you war with your mind to stay away and then you pick on yourself, you realize you've picked on yourself, but Scorpio doesn't get it. She knows that you don't want to stay away from yourself. You'd rather see yourself for who you are. But it does say when you pick on yourself, you don't like it. And it does say I pick on myself many times over just to see that you're not going to be helped in the way that you want to be helped, but in the way that you're going to be helped, because I pick on myself to help you move on past something. I don't want to hear that I'm going to pick on myself, but I do. At times, I don't want to pick on myself, but I pick on myself just to see you in your mind about who you are. And I'd rather pick on myself at times to see why you're witnessing all the bad news or good news, but I laugh and say, I make fun of it. I don't want to hear that you're always good to me. I just want to know that you're always good to yourself. And maybe even if you're good to yourself, I know that you'll be good to yourself when you like me. I like you. And then you like me and I like you, and we're all liking each other. But warning, Leo, do you know that you're picking on them? It does say you pick on them too much and you may not like it, but you pick on Scorpio's mothering and smother them with mental health or even judge them for who they are. Heirlooms are not there for you to suffer. Maybe you will pick on Scorpio, but Scorpio may not need to pick on you, or even themselves. If you pick on them, they pick on you. They're not going to pick on you always, but you may pick on them way too much and harm their ego. Okay. That's for some of you, may not be for all of you, but it could be through a perspective in a different way of seeing things, okay, in the ways that you might be doing it, okay? It does say sometimes mental health structures are not always going to be happy for you to live out, because you may not see yourself in a bad way. At times you may warn yourself that you've got this coming, like the same thing that they may be going through. It does say sometimes you may go through heterosexual mental health or problems with your mind, with things that you talk about touching or feeling in your head, like love and laughter in your mind about sex, or pedophile energy, or personal hygiene, or problems. You may see it or sniff out the problems with your own mind and see it for who it is, or where they are, or where it's going. You may not like it, but you always pick on, many times over, Scorpio. And may they pick on you, because at times they need to, but they don't always. And they don't always want to hear that you're picking on them. So warning, if you do pick on them, make sure your mind is clear. Why would you do this to your mind and your parents or your family or your mental health, or structured with people in your mind saying that I do not do this, but they do it? And then look at yourself like you're innocent. It does say sometimes you realize you've got good karma, but you've got to pick on yourself sometimes to move past something or leave it alone and say, I did not see it, or I didn't know that, or I didn't hear myself think, I didn't understand it. Mind you, you will see Sagittarius say they don't understand things and then pick on their head and wonder why they can't pick on their head more than you. They say they need to sort out their heads. Understand that, because Scorpio says they know they sort out their heads with Sagittarius's head. Or maybe even Scorpio picks on themselves to understand who they are in their own mind. Mind you, Scorpio doesn't know how to pick on themselves always without Leo saying, I know who I am. Okay. Can be a bit confusing sometimes. It does say you have to understand who you are with Sagittarius. And not only that, I need to understand who I am with Scorpio. Scorpio doesn't get it though, because Scorpio does know who you are, Sag, but doesn't know that you always use Scorpio to get what you want. Exactly. And Sag always uses Scorpio to get what they want. And it does say that they rarely use Scorpio's mindset. At times they use their own, but they laugh at it and make fun of it. But they warn themselves not to speak. They trust that Scorpio knows themselves so much to the point where they mimic them, or trust them too much to the point where they will laugh at them and then make fun of them and then customize themselves to follow them, and not secretly but passionately and in the mind. And suddenly they are staring at them, watching them and laughing at them, but making fun of them while they're copying them. So they actually copy Scorpios, but they do it so, like, they do it recklessly in a way where they hide their hand. They do it where they're doing it secretly, but at the same time they make fun of them, and which is really weird. It's like saying, you know what, I'm gonna be the upper hand. I am gonna be better than you. Haha, I'm better than you. Haha, I'm nicer than you. Haha, I've got better qualities or skills than you. Okay, but it's like, they copy Scorpio to get those things. You know, Leo does it, but they do it more so direct, or show that they don't want to do it at times, but they will follow in a way that they can see themselves in the light and the same light as them, and not want to speak of it, but they will show that they have other things about them that they copy with others as well. Whereas Sag will copy them to the point where there's no end. And it does say Scorpio does have beautiful eyes, lips, and shells of gratitude in their mind. Like their eyes are awesome. They've got blamed, blamed energy for their eyes. Maybe because of how they see things. Maybe because they're beautiful in the face and, you know, very alluring in some type of way with their eyes. But it does say mostly because a man here wants to come forward and speak to you about a Scorpio. And it also says someone doesn't know how to stop picking on you and the Scorpio. And it also says many times over, if Pisces doesn't stop, or if Sagittarius doesn't stop, or if someone doesn't speak, they're going to come forward and speak about why they keep picking on you. Okay. Okay. So we're coming to the end of this reading soon. Let's close it up. So what else is going on before we finish this reading for Leos? It does say you break up with many things that you wanted to achieve, but you don't always have to break up with them, and you see yourself for who you are. So suddenly you'll feel like a friend is coming forward, or some bad omens are there, or a frenemy is coming through. Don't speak, but someone wants to see you soon and can't help it. They miss you and want to see you and wonder what happened. They laughed at you and made fun of you, but they wonder, where are you now? And what happened to you? Where's your mind? Where's your mum? And where's your family? How are you? And where are you today? I don't know if I can come, but I want to see you, and I'm scared. I do like you, I just don't love you, but I realize I did. And I don't know if your home is still in the way that I thought it was, but I want to clear my mind and tell you I'm suddenly feeling like I feel bad, or I'm scared to say sorry, but I feel like I'm bad news. I know I put you through many times a lot, and I want to kick off or harm you, but I'm not going to, and I'm going to stay away if it's too much for you to bear. I know I will pick on you in my mind, but not in your reality, and I'll stay away. But I see myself telling you off, so I'm going to keep away from you. And I swear, if I see you, I'm going to harm you. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, and we'll continue this in the next reading, Leo, because it looks like someone's trying to come forward, but they're still coming forward with a bad vibe, or they're in the background with a bad vibe, still kind of picking on you. So we'll figure it out in the next reading. Okay, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will speak to you soon. If you want a free private and personal reading, do check out the information in the description below this video, and I will sort you out, my lovelies. I will speak to you again in the next one. Ciao for now. Bye.